Tswi. Keep it.
This is a story about stories. Stories of men and their deeds. What they built, what they had, and what they left behind. And I've heard some fascinating stories. I have heard stories of giants upon the earth, stories of the grandmother of Europe, the Empress of India, ruler of the British Empire, ascending to the throne at only 18 years old. Today, there is hardly a city in England that does not have a statue of that woman. Her name lives on in cities and districts, in provinces and waterfalls throughout the world today. I've heard beautiful stories, ugly stories, scary stories, bloody stories, stories of courage, cowards, and heroes, stories of war and stories of peace, stories of power. I once heard a story of a 12-year-old little girl who carried God inside her womb. I have heard of men born in obscurity, without a single desperate drop of nobility in their veins, rise to rule the world. Mothers who birthed nations and carried kings inside their wombs. Stories of the paper and the pen against the barrel of the gun. But to you, the history books, I say, here lies a mystery for you to unfold. A riddle in your mind and a thorn inside your soul. Because it terrifies me, the thought of what must have gone into the making of a soul. Something so precious yet so powerful. But be not deceived, my friends. There are darknesses in life that have broken the souls of demons, let alone men. Powers that have cloaked the streets of history with blood. Anything can happen to anyone. But once in a beautiful while, from across the shores of time, from that yonder place where the souls of men forever long to be, once in a while, from that place of forever, a man or a woman crosses over to our shores, destined to burn like flaming stars across the darkness of humanity, shining with the splendor of 10,000 passions. They are born, they live and they die, but history will never forget their names. Men and women who could set kingdoms on fire with their words. Men and women who could speak as if the very throne room of heaven was exploding inside of their chest. Men and women who could grab destiny by the throat and mercilessly hold it captive with their breath. Individuals born to brand their names on the fleshes of history, for better and for worse. Suffice it for me to say this, that if this breed of men and women was never born, our history books would be empty. But I've also heard other stories. Stories of the masses, the people, the nations of the world that have lived and died under the shadows of ruthless and powerful people, the countless grains of sand that litter the insignificant landscapes of our history, the generations of mankind that have been raped under the altars of power and greed. And you see, these are the most beautiful stories. And the most painful stories, the untold ones, from the dark side of the world, where the souls of mothers bleed heartbroken lullabies, making music with melodies extracted from bleeding voice boxes, strumming on aching heartstrings and drunk on the poison of pain. pain. Worse than sticks, stones, or broken bones, these mothers carry splinters in their souls, and it hurts. It hurts to know that the blood from your wounded knee will forever mark the boundaries of your stolen homelands. To know that there is a reason why time flies, why hearts cry and why hope fades in dark times. But may you always remember that there is a flaming fire that rages inside of the soul of humanity, raging long before ancient times, and it rages even now as the horizons of our history are fading and humanity forges forward on a dangerous march into the unknown echoes of our tomorrow. It rages like ancient prophecies, dipped in the beauty of eternity and baptized in the belly of the sun, and is a fire that will someday devour all the unrighteous deeds of evil men. See, the stories of men will come and go. Some will fade, and some will endure. But when it's all said and done, only one question will remain.
Yeah.